Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience tuning in on the radio dial at WYAD 94.1 FM, as well as our online audience joining us worldwide, thanks to iHeartRadio. We're glad you all could join us as well. We're really excited to welcome recording artist Art Aure to our program today to talk to her not only about her love of music, but also the messages she's been able to share in her music, as well as through her own life journey as well. If you guys are not staying connected with Art on social media, we'll let you know how to do that, as well as how you guys can get the great music she's been sharing this year as well. Art, thank you so much for the time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Glad to do it. Well, our radio audience, they're going to be hearing, the first single they're going to be hearing is the single Keep On, that I think has such a powerful message for us today, but you've definitely been living this message this year, Art. I've been keeping up with how you've been able to not only to build your brand, to build your business, and to build the momentum of your movement. What has it been like for you to see how by keeping on you've been able to achieve these things this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So Keep On in itself, that song is just about not giving up. Of course, we're going through so much in the world today with coronavirus and unemployment and, parents not having a way to have their children being babysat. There's so much going on in the world, and I just wanted to, me as an artist, make sure that I'm doing my job as to making sure that I'm keeping people together and just keeping people motivated and empowered throughout this time. So Keep On has definitely been such a huge blessing because not only can I relate to it, but so many others can as well.
Right, so true. So take us back a little bit, Art, because you've allowed us through social media, especially through Instagram, to be able to know more about you as an artist. But have you always known that you have been gifted something that you were supposed to share?
Well, thank you. Being knowledgeable about having a gift, I think, is a gift in itself. And at a young age, I was 6 years old. My parents are from Gary, Indiana, and I always loved music. My dad was in a band with the Jackson 5 cousins, so music always flowed in my veins and in our household. And at a really young age, I started to write music, and I realized that I can sing. So I just pursued it, and I told my parents, like, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I just kept on going with it. I was hired at the age of 12 to sing professionally in a studio, and I was paid for it, and I was like, well, this is amazing. I love doing this, and I get paid for it. So, yeah.
And I love the confidence, too. That's another thing that comes through, not only, of course, in the messaging of songs like GoodTimes and Keep On, Art, but also, I think, in what you've been able to share with us. So I want to talk about that because I think so many people today, they get bogged down in becoming the next so-and-so. You seem to be very comfortable in your own skin as Art Aure. I mean, how did that come about, or do you think it was the circumstances you grew up around that kind of helped you to embrace who you were?
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. My parents have been a huge influence on letting not only myself but my 4 younger siblings know, like, it's okay to be yourself. You don't want to be the next so-and-so because they're already out there. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Me, I've always been an individual and catered around what it is that I believe in and what my purpose is, and which is to help people. And I can't do that if I'm being someone else. So I think it's really important. And for other artists to know, like, it's okay to be yourself, or whatever it is that you're into, be you, and that's what makes you you. That's what you bring to this world, and that's what people will remember you for.
Right, so true. And could you have imagined, though, especially in a time like we are in this year, though, Art, that message would resound with others the way that it is? Because even if you're just sharing, not just music, but also just the messaging about yourself and what you're doing with, as I mentioned, with your own entertainment company, could you have imagined that would be so inspiring for other people?
Oh, my goodness. Not at all. I did, but I didn't. I just know that people like realness, and I love the way you say my name. It's like so perfect. But my name in itself means, it's an acronym, ART, art, always remain true, and Aure is like an aura to the energy, to walk into your light, whatever that is, whether it be, singing, whether it be, you want to be the best mother, the best radio host, you want to, whatever that is. And I think that with me as an artist, what I'm bringing to the table is about self-empowerment, awareness, and positivity. All of my music is uplifting, and that's something that we need. We need that balance. A lot of times we hear on the radio things that are not necessarily that. So I feel like there has to be an artist or a few artists out there, that are bringing that message to the table. And I'm so happy that it's resonating with people the way that it is. Instagram and social media is definitely a great way of putting out what it is you're trying to push out into the people, and my message is all about empowerment and positivity.
And such an important thing that we all need right now. I want to say, for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Art Aure to our program today. We're talking to Art not only about her musical journey, but also what it's been like for her to share her journey in life with all of us, and to see the way that journey is impacting others. But the music definitely is making its mark. I want to talk about Good Times first, and then we'll get more into to Keep On, because I love the energy of the song. I love the energy of the video. How much fun was that for you to be able to bring those two things together in the visual?
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, my gosh. Good Times, well, the song in itself, that took almost 2 years to create. Everything that you see in the video is upbeat, of course, and it's still positive, but people are having fun. We're dancing the choreography, and everything that you see in the video is what we put into the song, plus much, much more. So all of the strings, there's a 27-piece string orchestra by Yoet Neer. There's 3 different horns on the song. There's live bass, live drums, live guitars, plural, everything that you can think of, everything that you hear in the song and see on the video is that, and it was amplified even more over the past 2 years, percussion, and we got so many amazing people from all over the world, and I think that's a big deal because music brings people together, and the fact that, Good Times is being received so well, I'm just so happy about that because it gives you that old school classic 70s feel, but it's still, the Art Aure mix. And it's an ode to 70s music and people and artists that I have been inspired by throughout my career. So I'm super excited about that. So thank you.
Well, it definitely is one of those things that I think our radio audience will appreciate. For those who are joining us through our friends at iHeartRadio, you guys will be able to click the link that's with this podcast to be able to enjoy it for yourself. Of course, our partner is Amazon.com, but it's available on all of the platforms, the streaming platforms that are out there for sure. So definitely make sure you guys support. So I want to talk about moving forward because you have truly, and again, I was saying this with another guest earlier, Art, we are in no way dismissing the challenges that a lot of people are feeling this year. We're in no way dismissing that this has not been the best of year for others. But I think the reason why I'm so grateful to have you on the program and other guests is that you're showing that we can let our light shine. Is that kind of part of what you hope, maybe not even, consciously, but just by being who you are, allowing people to know, you know what, we're here today, let's make the most of this day?
Absolutely. Oh, well, thank you. It is my pleasure to be on, Cyrus. I definitely am just happy and I'm just so overwhelmed by the response from Keep On. And like I say in the song, where's your voice, move your feet. Me being the artist that I am, I think that it's great that we're in this election time. We decided to put the song, the video out, and took a risk with that. But the thing is, the whole movement that we're doing is positive and creating awareness. So I'm so appreciative of that. And, we want people to get involved with this generation with voting. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I know you mentioned it a few times, but it's Art is Worldwide. And you can follow me there, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, also on YouTube and Vivo, Art Aure Vivo. And, you'll just see positive messages. And I think people are excited to see change happen not only in this country as far as politics, but also in the arts. You know, we want to see mainstream artists that are doing positive things, and I'm just happy to be amongst those great artists that are doing that.
Well, you definitely are doing your part, and you are definitely inspiring the rest of us and giving us music that can become part of our soundtrack. I always think that's the power that you as an artist have when it comes to the public and the world, being able to help amplify those messages we need. So we appreciate you for doing that, Art. Again, everyone, Art Aure has been our guest. And, Art, it goes without saying, you're welcome back here anytime. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You do the same thing. Thank you so much for that, Art. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's make the day a great one. Take care.